Six Sigma. Alright. Now we understood the statistical meaning of Six Sigma yesterday. What was that? Six standard deviation plus and minus from mean should fit within the specification limit. And who is going to decide specification limit? Customer. Customer decide. What maximum he want, that is upper specification limit. What minimum he want, that's called lower specification limit. Right? Like I was giving example of Pizza Hut. If I say Pizza Hut, they say 30-minute delivery else free. Correct?
Yes.
Now in case of Pizza Hut, when I say 30 minutes, is that upper or lower? Lower specification limit or upper specification?
Upper.
It's upper specification limit. Another thing that we talk about, that you have to score at least 80%. That's lower or upper specification limit?
It's at least lower.
Lower. Because below than that is a defect. So start thinking that is it minimum or maximum requirement. Okay? So now we're going to discuss about Six Sigma definition. How we need to understand what is the Six Sigma. Everybody talk that okay, Six Sigma, this, philosophy and all these. I'll just put it in few bullets. That's it. Okay? I call Six Sigma as a process. I call Six Sigma as a management strategy. I call it as a culture, metrics and set of tools. That's it. Nothing more. And actually if you look at this, cover your entire Six Sigma. Okay? Right. First thing is Six Sigma as a process. What is process? Alright. I still remember somebody, one of my students, he joined a company in Dubai, and before that he just called me saying that okay, should I join or not? I was surprised. I said, you got a good opportunity, why you are asking like that? He said, if I join there, after 2 years I will be doing all improvement, and then they would not require me, they will just fire me. So do you agree with this statement? What do you say? So you mean that once the improvement happened, and after that you would not require to be there? Which is wrong. You know why? Which one was your first cell phone?
Nokia.
Asma, which one was your first cell phone? Great. Even mine too. Okay? So that was the first cell phone, and we never thought that we'll have a cell phone which will have touch screen, this and so many megapixel, MP3 radio and all these, and now it is there. Now one thing is called delivering. Okay? Delivering the existing product. Which means if you are delivering, if you have a Nokia 1100, you need to make sure the quality doesn't go down. It sustains. Second thing is called development, which is very, very important. Right? So let's say after that Asma started using different phone. Which was the second phone, Asma? Redmi. Thanks. So now Redmi is the second phone which she is using. Now Redmi, when it came, nobody thought that some phone will come which will have these many megapixel, clarity, this touch screen, so many memories and all these, right? But it came. And the development started at least 5 years back. You don't think that they just launched it. 5 years back they started, they're thinking, okay, after 5 years what will be the people requirement, what will be the competition and mindset and so on. They started developing those things, right? That's called development. Development never stop. Innovation never stop. And because of that, Six Sigma implementation never stops. I'll give you another example. I remember when several years back when I was, I was giving my form. I was supposed to courier my form actually. That time post office was only one option, and that was my NDA form. That's for army officer, and that was the last day. I gone there around 11:30. When I reached there, it was a big queue. At least 25 people were standing there in a queue. And by the time my turn could come, they said, sorry, time is over, you come tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God, what to do now? Then somehow next day I reached there at 7 o'clock, and finally I got my number. But today if I see, few days back I gone to post office speed post counter, I hardly see 4 or 5 people are standing there. What is that now? Change, innovation. Customer demand is changing, correct? And similarly, we also have to, in order to sustain in a market, we have to change, innovate, continuously improve. Delivery cannot be only one thing. Another beautiful example that reminds me, one of my friend, he got a lot of money in Dori. Okay, he purchased one lorry that time. Immediately after 5-6 months, he purchased another lorry, and that was his trend. That every 5 months, he used to purchase one lorry. One day he had more than 50 lorries, and the surprise is, when I meet with him after 5 years and I see that he started selling the lorry, I said, what happened? He said, the day is gone, man. The day is gone when money used to make money. Now the mind is making money. Now when you reach customer demand, that makes money. So do you get the message wherein it is written that pre-approved loan? Do you get that? Pre-approved loan, please call on this number. Do you get that? But if I remember first time when my dad said that, okay, Dhiren, we got a loan approved, let's go and purchase the car. I'm so happy. I said, okay, let's go tomorrow. Dad said, no, loan got approved, but by the time it comes to our account, it takes 1 more year. That was like shocking. But now it is, we get a call, okay, pre-approved loan, this much amount is already approved. So, money is not a concern now, innovation is a concern. And that's where Six Sigma will help to develop that process. Okay? So Six Sigma is a process that help you to continuously meet your product which can sustain, customer demand and give a quantum gain in a quality. Okay? That's one point as a process. So just 2 things. What is that? Development and delivering a near perfect product which can give the quantum gain and a quality as well. Second point I would call as Six Sigma as a management strategy. Okay? What is management strategy? Now, what is the difference between strategy and operation? That's again a question. Very interesting point. Yeah? Well, you have any idea you want to talk about operation? No? Operations. I'll talk about this. Post office. The moment letter comes, postman will see address, he will go and deliver it. He does the same job every day. And that's called operation. When you travel by train, you see TT, he come, he check your ticket. That's all. That's called operation. Now, if I see somewhere most of us are also just doing operation, that means we wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, by 7 we'll be in office, by 4 we'll go back, we watch TV, we just eat, sleep, that's it. Are we doing something new? Are we focusing on the strategy? May not be. What is the strategy meaning that's well? Strategy is you're planning with a certain timeline, with certain objective, which is nowhere. You agree with me? We did a research along with me. One doctor was there. He is now head of one of the university here. So we did a research for 3 countries. In fact, it was 4 countries: India, China, Singapore, okay, and US, of course. What we found is, in other countries, once you get into job, okay, once you get into job, at least 15% are those people who go for the further study. But when we did a comparison with India, it was just 0.15. Because the moment we get a job, we immediately think, oh, we got a job, now no further study required. We hardly focus. Do you agree with me? Yeah? Yeah? Once we get into job, we don't think that, okay, it is required. And we just think, okay, let's continue with that. But just think about it. Who are we? Are we a physical worker or a knowledge worker? Tell me. No, we are knowledge worker. We are not a physical worker. Okay? Physical worker means a person who does not require any brain. If I ask him, okay, go pick it, keep it here, that's it. That's called physical worker. You are a knowledge worker because you need to have a knowledge to do assembly of the fiber optic cable. Correct? Agree with me? If you don't have the ITI skills, if you don't have those kind of knowledge, can you do that? You can't. So that is called knowledge worker. So how we are getting salary? Because we have that knowledge of assembling a cable. You agree with me? Or making the sensor. True? Now, if we are getting salary by just learning ITI, why can't we probably do some more course, some more certification, some more learning, so that we get more and more salary, more and more money, more and more business. That's what I'm trying to say. Make a strategy for your life as well, not only for your work. Okay? Make a strategy where you want to be after 5 years, where you want to be after 10 years, and where you want to be for the 6 months. How much goal you want to achieve in your life. That is also very, very important. Okay? And it's not, because I wouldn't blame it to people and ourselves. It's the kind of culture we have. If you see, I saw one small kid, 6 months, you have something of tradition called Anprasha, right? Right? So that time the people ask, okay, what do you want to be? You will become doctor, engineer or what? Have you heard anybody is asking, will you become a businessman? No, absolutely not. Correct? Because they think, okay, businessman means risk, innovation, which is not a kitty. So we have to be innovative. We need to make a strategy. If we don't have strategy, we cannot grow. We'll be obsolete like, other companies. If we don't do that. So strategy is very, very important. Means a planning with the objective, with the goal where we want to be in certain time. And it can be with the organization as well. If organization does not have it, like there are many companies, if you know, ITI, another company, government company, Indian Telephone, Industry, like that. No more. Right? But we need to have that. Okay? Strategy. And that's where Six Sigma play a vital role in order to develop strategy. Right? Third thing is culture. Very interesting. What is culture? Now, it changed the mindset, the way we look at each and every aspect, each and every task. One of my students, he joined a company, a Japanese company, and his break time was somewhere around 11 o'clock, okay? And he started switching system at 10:50. His MD comes, he asks that, okay, what's wrong? Why you're switching off system? He said, sir, I have to go for a break at 11 o'clock. He said, but it is not 11 o'clock. He somehow controlled himself, and then it was 11 o'clock. Immediately stopped the system and he gone for a break. 11 to 11:15 was the break time, and till 11:15 he was in cafeteria. His MD was asking, okay, you finished it, come on. Come back to work. He said, no sir, till 11:15 I have a legal break. Now once 11:15 is over, he slowly start moving to his workstation, and by the time he reaches, it is already 11:10. Yeah? When I say 11:10, then his MD calls him that 10 minutes later, 10 minutes previous, 20 minutes if you waste, and similarly if everybody wastes in India, the loss of this is more than a terrorist attack in India. Do you know that? If everybody stop working for 20 minutes every day, the loss and impact on the economy is huge. We have to think on those lines. So Six Sigma bring that kind of culture and that kind of mindset. Right? That's why I call it as Six Sigma as a culture in the organization. Last two things, and very small, is a matrix. What is matrix? Now, I look at my process, how good it is. Instead of looking at a percentage, which does not give me a very, very, in-depth understanding or the clarity of it, because 99 or 99.99 or 99.97 or 99.9997, people might think, oh, it is similar, but there's a huge difference, right? So if I say Six Sigma as a matrix, you can calculate and you can see where your process is working. Are you at 3 Sigma? Are you at 4 Sigma? Are you at 5 Sigma? Your Sigma level. If you remember, if you are at Sigma level 5 means how many defects per million opportunity? 233. Right? If you are at 6 Sigma? 3.4. Excellent. Excellent. So that is what the matrix is all about. And the last is set of tools. That means when you say Six Sigma, it has all set of tools that are used in hospital or NASA or any kind of industry, even the army as well, big time. Okay? So those tools, couple of them you'll get to know today, and couple of them you'll get to know in the further courses when you go for higher study. So that's all about the Six Sigma. I'll quickly summarize. Six Sigma is a process which helps us to develop and deliver a near perfect product to meet the customer requirement and quantum gain in quality. Six Sigma is a management strategy. Six Sigma is a culture, metrics, set of tools, and the overall strategy of Six Sigma is to reduce variation, because the variation is not at all acceptable anywhere. And the variation lead to a big loss to organization because it will reduce defect. Okay? Right? That's all. Any question for this?